Okay, so here we are leaving Mae Sariang, and it's about 7:30 in the morning, so nice early start, but just get onto the main road. It's just turn right here and then you're on the main road. Okay, so this is the road that runs basically from Mae Sot all the way up the border and up towards Pai, where I'll be going to today, and then it doubles back on itself and comes down towards Chiang Mai. It's one of a few roads that make up the Mae Hong Son Loop, which is possibly the most famous bike ride in Thailand. Well worth doing. Now on the way I will be stopping at a temple which is just above Mae Hong Son. I'd say 10 minutes outside of Mae Hong Son you reach the roads that lead to the temple. I say roads because there's two roads that lead to the temple. You've got the lower road, which will be the first one we pass, and the higher road, which is obviously the second one. I'll be taking the higher road. As you can see from this map, there is a little bit of difference in the way you go in, and it'll become more clear once we're in there. So from the higher road, the last 100 metres or so is a little bit of a rough road, but it's nothing to worry about. It's quite easy to do. Okay, what is surprising is how quiet it is. There's nobody here at all that I can see or hear. Okay, and from the top it doesn't look very impressive, but let's have a walk through. And we come to this rickety walkway, as I call it, the spider's web. So I'm still not sure if it's open or not, to be honest with you. Let's carry on. So why is this temple special to me? Well, it's its location, it's the views, it's everything. It's not really the temple that's special, it's the place. And the views start from here. Absolutely spectacular. And the film won't do it justice, I know that for a fact. So down the spider's web we go, and this is a raised platform. It's 4 or 5 metres off the ground, I suppose. And you're better off looking where you're going, because this type of bridge is not always in the best condition. So have a look where you're going. So if the camera's a bit shaky, that's why. Okay, so this is going quite steeply downhill. Again, you won't recognise that on the camera, but it is going downhill quite steeply. And this is the thing about coming in at the top entrance, you will be walking downhill. Going down, obviously, then you'll have to come back. Or will you? Alright, so we're carrying on going down. And just on our right hand side now we come to the temple itself. And I wouldn't say there's anything particularly special about the temple. It's quite nice, but a lot of temples are quite nice. This is new. They were actually working on it when I came last time, and I can't hear a noise except for a dak dak, which is somewhere down in the fields, and I can't quite see it. Okay, carrying on. And as you come to the first pagoda, I can now see the dak dak to my left hand side, and the farmer's working the field. He's ploughing, I think, at the moment. So again, the views come into view. The views come into view. Yeah, so there's the farmer. But just looking at the surroundings, it's an amazing place. And I don't know if you can see in the distance, just beyond the little group of houses, there's a bamboo walkway, bamboo bridge, and that's where we'll be going to. I just wish I had my drone. I'll have it soon. Hopefully be repaired in Chiang Mai. So carrying on, go up a few steps towards the temple, and oh, this is new. So the temple's there on my right hand side. Again, I still can't hear anyone. I can't see anyone. It's a bit spooky, and I'm not 100% sure if I should be here. Right, so yeah, this is new. This wasn't here last time I came, so I'll have to have a walk through, won't I? Just to see how it looks. Might look quite nice, that, on camera. Remember, these temples have a big Myanmar influence with them, so it might not be strictly Thai. Still Buddhist, but maybe not strictly Thai Buddhist. Can you hear how quiet it is? Oh, I can hear something now. I can hear bells. Or wind chimes. Yep, it's the wind chimes. So you can see how popular this place usually is by the number of, I don't know what they're called, the number of wooden tokens left on the sides of the temple. This is where people buy these tokens and hang them up and put a message on, or put their name on, or whatever they want, as a donation towards the temple being built. But again, the lights are on, so yeah, the place is open, but there's nobody here. And then we have these smaller little, I don't know what you call these places, but inside, again, they're full of these tokens, and around the outside too, and they act as wind chimes as well. So then we have you can see now that this walkway is quite dangerous. So this walkway has been neglected, which isn't, well, we'll come back to that. So you've got a view of the temple, and as you can see now, we're walking on a walkway that is a little bit less than what we'd call perfect. A lot of gaps, a lot of holes, and some quite serious ones. So I would recommend, to be honest with you, staying off this part. But looking back for a second, yeah, the temple, as I say, isn't that special. It's nice enough, but it's not special. But look at these holes. This is making me think that there's been nobody here for a while. You can see the scaffolding underneath. Anyway, carrying on. And the star of the show, the views, the star of the show. So, as you can see, there looks like a lot of steps. And there is a lot of steps. So here we go. We'll see you when we get down these steps, because the camera is going to be very wobbly. But now the views have already improved. You can see more to the right and more to the left, to be honest with you, but yeah, you're looking at Burma now. Beautiful place, absolutely beautiful. So carrying on down another load of steps. Now remember when I said about you can park at the lower or the higher part. Now I parked at the higher part, which means that once I've gone down all these steps and across the bridges, I have to come back up. If you had someone in your group who was driving, they could drop you at the top and pick you up at the bottom. So pick you up at the other side. It's only, well, 3-minute drive, and it'd save you having to walk all the way down and all the way back up. Just an idea. So you come down to what seems to be the start of a little village. I'm not 100% sure what this is about. I don't know if this is just for selling tourist stuff or I don't know. But then back up onto another bridge. This bridge is in very good condition. And start of a walkway. Oh, that's a nice blue pond. Doesn't look like there's any chemicals been put in there. But again, just listen how quiet it is. Except for the noise of your footsteps. So yeah, very blue. And looking back, it's beautiful. It's pretty stunning. So across the river. Now there is a little village at the end of this path. So the path is to link the temple to the village. So it goes across the river, which is flowing quite nicely. And then, depending on the time of year you come, you might be met with, well, different things. But we'll see what there is at this time. This is wet season, remember. So this is rice growing season. And as we come off the bridge, you can just see the rice fields, the paddy fields in front, stretching on forever. So this, if you walk to the end where you can see the little houses at the end, that would take you into the village. And the rice is just growing nicely now, so lovely and green. Absolutely beautiful view. And now it's time for me to head back towards the bike. I'm not going to walk to the end of the bridge. So back up over the bridge and back towards the bike. So all uphill from here. But well worth it. Well worth it. So I've made it back up and I still haven't seen a single person in the whole time that I've been walking, except for the farmer. And there she is, safe and sound. Bye for now.